apologies for cutting. Whoever I cut earlier, I've literally only seen Creon on my phone. Like, so I'm just like guessing who's talking based off of what I'm listening to. So yeah, I think the first thing that I threw my hand up about, and like a bunch of emojis, the Sonium blockchain overhyped. I think it's going to be a nothing burger. I think people aren't reading between the lines enough about what it actually is and how connected to actual. I think it's kind of basically almost like a research and development experiment that they're putting out there, and very little belief that it's actually going to do anything as far as like some kind of standard blockchain on a PlayStation. That's like, yeah, maybe in a perfect world, but I think that's like the Moon Boy dream. I've seen way too many like big companies come into the space, use their name for something, and then shoot themselves in the foot, including Sony, who censored their blockchain on the first day that they freaking launched. Don't say that you're a permissionless blockchain and then censor your blockchain at the PC and like Explorer level. Like, if it like at least be truthful about what you're launching. If it was a permission chain, make it a permission chain. You can't like say, oh yeah, we're decentralized. You can come build whatever, and then bait and switch. Like that alone just made me like confirm that me not being hype about Sonium when I first heard about it, they already shot themselves in the foot. I mean, cool. Like, I would love it if it did something good for this space. I would absolutely love it. But I'm not even cautiously optimistic about Sonium, to be honest. I think it's a nothing burger, is my opinion. I don't know what other takes I had, but yeah, I mean, I think I kind of cut in on the off the grid thing. I mean, they've been building with on chain in mind since the very beginning. I mean, they have over like 10 million wallets on chain, and it's not just botted users. They have to actually have a real console account, or like, yeah, it may be a free account that can be like recreated, but it's not nearly as easy to recreate like Epic Games and PlayStation Network accounts as it is to make a new wallet in MetaMask. So I at least think that metric is a little bit more because it's all abstracted. You're not like actually connecting a wallet and off the grid. You sign in with like Google or whatever. It's a count abstracted wallet. Your marketplace is right in the game. Yes, of course they have some issues with game optimization and things like that and accessibility, but they're also doing other things that no other project is doing as far as combating those issues. I think they must be the first crypto game that partnered with GeForce Now, and you can, if you don't have a super powered, you can use GeForce Now if you have at least a decent internet connection, and you can play off the grid in a cloud compute server on your phone, on your iPad, whatever internet connected device. I even had my friend set it up on his Mac, and he played off the grid on his Mac through So like things like that, I think aren't getting kind of like talked about enough. And I think just the consoles in general, because of kind of the strategy that they've taken. Yeah, sure, like I'm sure they've spent a ton of money getting all different streamers and things like that. But they also had a ton of money to spend, so I'm sure they're kind of doing it strategically. I think Off the Grid must have had like $400 million of budget or something, if I recall, off the top of my head. So yeah, like blow some millions to get the biggest. But I've literally seen onboard people who are not from Web3. I've solo queued in that game and talked to people on the chats. Even like gone off the game and like connected with them on Discord. And there's people completely outside of the realms of Web3 onboarding into games like this. I've seen it even in big time open loot because they have a system that's very easy to onboard. And you see people that maybe that's the